Hello Divi Nation and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to add animation effects to sections or rows in Divi. So without wasting a lot of time, let's dive in and let me show you how we managed to create this. In order for us to achieve the animation effects to the sections or rows, we're going to need some PHP code and also some CSS code, which I'll link to in the show notes below if you'd like to follow step by step. In our first example here, I'm going to show you how to add this built-in animation using some CSS classes. So if you didn't know, we already have our built-in animation effects. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by adding an animation effect to our section. So I'm going to come over here to our row settings, click on advanced, and then we're going to come over here to CSS ID and classes. So what you want to do is to paste your CSS class right here. And that's all you need to do. Now, as I mentioned before, if you'd like to follow along step by step, all these classes can be found in the post, which I'll link in the show notes below. Okay, so once you've added the CSS class, go ahead now and save. Right, so let's test this and see if this is working correctly. So I'm going to save the page. And then I'm going to exit the Visual Builder. Right, so already you can, I don't know if you saw that, the animation actually worked, the fade in. So I'm going to do a quick refresh and then take a look at this area right here. So you can see that that fade in is working. So there's quite a few to choose from, so you can go ahead and do that. Now, the technique that I've used to add this effect to this row can also be used to the sections. So let me just show you again one more time where you can add that in the sections. So come here into this gear icon on the section settings, go to the advanced tab, click on CSS ID and classes, and then just paste your class right here. So that's all you need to do. So I'm just going to close out of this, and then in the second example, I'm going to show you how to add the wow.js and animate.css to your child theme in order for us to achieve the animation. So firstly, you're going to need a child theme. If you don't have a child theme, we have a step-by-step tutorial that can show you how to add a child theme to your website. I'll link it to the show notes below so you can go through that. So now I'm just going to show you how to add these files to your child theme and how to achieve the effects. So what I'm going to do now is to come over here to our post. So these are the two files that we need to download. So what I'm going to do is to right click on it and save link as. So this is going to download the file. So here I'm going to save it to my desktop, and you can see it's a .css. So I'm going to save that. And then I'm going to come over here to the second one, right click, save link as, and I'm going to save this too. So now you need to go to the files in your child theme. So I'm going to come over here to WP content, click on themes, and we can see here our child theme is in this folder. So I'm going to double click, and here we need to add two folders. So one of them is going to be called CSS, like that, and then the other one is going to be called JS. The next step is to add some PHP code onto our functions.php file. So I'm going to open this with Atom, but you can open this with any text editor. Okay, so this is our functions.php file. I'm just going to add a few lines and then paste my code in here. So once this is added, I'm going to save this. So what we need to do next is to add those files that we downloaded into the respective folders. So I'm going to open a new tab here for my files, and these are the two files that we downloaded. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my CSS folder and then drag my CSS file. So it's this one here, animate min.css. So I'm going to drag it into my CSS folder, and then I'm going to open my JS folder, and then I'm going to add my wow.min.js file. Okay, so pretty much that's all we need to do. And then finally, as we did before, we need to enable the Visual Builder and add our classes. So in our case here, our class is going to go in the row. So I'm going to click the row settings, click on advanced, click on CSS ID and classes, and then you just need to add your class here. So you can go ahead and choose from the list of the classes that we have and choose which one works with your design. And again, this is the same thing that you need to do if you need to animate a section. So make sure that you're adding your CSS class on the advanced tab. So there you have it. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and do follow us on our social media platforms. By doing so, you'll be notified every time we produce more videos similar to what you're seeing today. Until next time, thanks for watching and see you soon.